Jason Kerr, Somerset head coach. What are your thoughts about that game as a whole?
Look, I think over the course of the 4 days, for us to be under pressure on that last day and come through pretty much unscathed, really proud of the guys, proud of their efforts yesterday. It looked incredibly attritional once the established partnerships and batters got in. It was incredibly difficult to sort of break those partnerships, and I think particularly after lunch and through the evening session, we were outstanding as a group. And as I say, came through today. So overall, pleased with a tinge of frustration.
We played 4 days here, a good game of cricket, but no result at the end of it, and really no sign of a result at the end of it. What can you do differently, let's say for the game against Durham, when you're with the kookaburra ball again, to give Somerset a chance of actually forcing a win at home?
Yeah, I think that's a question we'll ask at the conclusion of this. I think if you looked at day one, there was a little bit there. We left some grass on it, and we're obviously hoping that it'd spin as it went further into the game. But batting was hard work on day one. There was a little bit of lateral movement, and it's unfortunately once the heavy rollers on the surface that deteriorated. So that's the real challenge. I think right now you've got a perfect storm. The climate's been incredible, so a lot of the squares are dry. You've got a ball with very little seam on it. And batters filling their boots at the minute.
And what's your view about the use of the kookaburra ball for these 4 county championship games?
Look, I understand the rationale behind it, but I think the reality is we're not really learning anything. I think you become products of your environment. The southern hemisphere, you grow up on hard wickets that naturally have a little bit more bounce in them, and that's your environment you grow up in. We grow up in soft league wickets. You have to bowl slightly fuller length. And the nature of squares now, the demands on them, the amount of cricket that's being played, the amount of preparation time doesn't lead to fast bouncy wickets. And I'd argue at the minute we're not learning anything by using the kookaburra ball in domestic cricket.
Word about Tom Kodak-Admiral, successive hundreds?
Yeah, phenomenal. I think that's probably the best innings he's played for the club, and probably demonstrated how good a player he is. We see him in white ball cricket, hit massive sixes and play some incredibly dynamic innings. But the maturity he showed today, the temperament that he showed today, the immense skill that he showed today, but then also the ruthlessness to be there at the close, a fantastic performance for him.
Now another change of gear now, back to the blast on 2 days' time against Glamorgan. Are you going to have a full squad to choose from?
Yeah, so Lewis will be back, so congratulations to Lewis and his. They've had their second child, so that's fantastic for them. So we obviously wish them well, but Lewis, if he's allowed, will be back in the fold come Friday. We'll have a full squad to pick from.
Tom Banton okay? He had a tight hamstring, we were told earlier in this game.
Yeah, the scans come back clear, so that's obviously positive. He's still a little bit sore, but he's got a couple of days rest now, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
You beat Glamorgan up at Sophia Gardens quite comfortably, a superb bowling performance. You're confident that you can do the double over them on Friday?
Look, we're really confident as a group, so we're obviously looking forward to Friday. It's a sold-out crowd, and as you say, we're getting back to T20 cricket, so the group's really confident. Again, what we've got to make sure is that mentally we switch codes and get ready for Friday night.